Well, hi everybody. I am doing this live by myself. I am out at our beach place and John is home working. So something's come up recently. It seems to be a theme with a lot of my clients, some of my friends, including with me. Like what's happening in the world and our fear base that's coming up, our survival skills are kicking in, and yeah, we're probably operating a lot from this masculine space of survivor mode. And what do we do? And so I was speaking to a friend this morning who I adore, and we were just talking about the men in our lives and clients that we have, and this common theme like, how do we surrender? And how can we show our devotion to our partner when things aren't going well? And well is, a perspective, right? I mean, it can be maybe your partner lost their job. Maybe, the in laws are in town. Maybe you don't have the same political views and everything's right here. Maybe one of you is a mask wearer, hi Jill, and one of you isn't. This is where polarity comes in because where there are differences is actually where your hotness is going to come. And so, in the work that I do, which is in the embodiment coaching world, which is a little bit different than just performance coaching, is that I like for people to embody what it would feel like to be the most successful teacher who's influencing kids around the world or in their community. Or how can you embody, she who must be worshiped and loved and adored, she who must be or he who must be. And it's not just about relationships in your intimate space, across the board. So I'm speaking to all of you, but really to the ladies today because it honestly is this theme. Like, I am frustrated because my man's not leading me well. I'm frustrated because he isn't seeing his gifts. And my God, I'm just so over it. Or, oh my goodness, if I have to go one more day with us trapped in this house, what can I do? And we have a tendency, as we all know, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, that you take it out on the person that you love. And so, with the work that we do, to go back to that, our job is to expand the nervous system, to do things that are outside of your comfort zone. So, your body starts to recognize what it would feel like, in this case, to be surrendered and to be devoted to your partner, no matter what's happening. And so it sounds easier said than done, right? And so we can say that and we can reference books that we've read, we can reference, services, programs, coaches, what have you. But what I'm really talking about is like, what can you do to literally just let your partner know that you think they are the best thing since sliced bread? And you could do it by sitting down and actually telling them that. You could do that by writing them a letter. You could do that by writing with markers on the mirror. But I'm going to ask you to stretch your nervous system and for you to literally show your partner how your heart is yearning for his leadership, how your loins are yearning for his leadership, how your soul's yearning for their leadership. And wow, Garland, it's been a long time. That's somebody I actually went to grade school with. Hi, Mama. So I'm just curious, like, how would you that show up for you? How would your yearn show up? Could you actually show that in just the way that you're touching him? Could you actually do that in the way that you sit down and literally just put your hand on his forearm, or her forearm, however you're going to go about this, and just whoever shows up first, and just literally look them in the eye without saying a word, looking them in the left eye and literally just breathing and appreciating, the divine in them. I mean, it's really, really, really fascinating, and I have to say, it's we deserve to give that to our partners. And I don't think we do it enough. I think we're waiting for everything to get perfect before we actually go there. And so this isn't very honestly, it's not very popular, especially in the feminist movement in some ways, to really, really get on our knees and sometimes truly be devoted to, the man in our life that's really, running the show, even if we are the primary breadwinner or whatever shows up for you. And so I just saw it come up time and time again the last couple of days with clients. And, so I would give them a practice. And a practice is something that you're going to do continuously to expand your nervous system. It's just like working that muscle. You need to work it more than once for it to become real. So, what would that look like? Could you even ask your partner in the morning, how can I serve you today? Could you even literally just be at his feet and look up at him and just show him your devotion? Can it be just the way that you're looking at him? Can it be that you literally just look up and let him feel your heart? Could you sit in front of him and just let him see that you're hurting, but then also let him feel how much you trust him? I mean, when's the last time you told your partner, I love you and I'll follow you anywhere? I mean, when is the last time? Have you ever done that? Did it start with I do and it never ever ended from there, right? You never started again. So I know I'm going to talk more and more about this on this platform. I think it's necessary. And there's so much more I'd like to share. And if you want to go deeper, we can really talk about it offline. But it really is huge. And there's books I can recommend. But this was new for me. Growing up, really with my mom, taking care of ourselves, her raising me to be very independent, which I'm so grateful for. But I didn't see, in my teenage years, a lot of devotion because we were in survival mode, right? And so as I've learned this art of showing, my devotion, showing my love for my partner, and in the past I would show this, but I did it with partners that weren't safe. So assuming that you're in a partnership where you know that you're safe, show them. I mean, don't just tell them, but show them. And I know it's controversial, but what would they do if you're at their feet and you literally looked at them and you said, I love you and I will follow you anywhere? It's powerful. It's powerful. And so there's practices that you can do before you even do that to expand that nervous system of yours. And I would say, ladies, dance and move, not just dancing, to the happy music, but the music that actually allows your heart to long for leadership, to long to be claimed. You can even do this if you're single and actually do this as if you are, in front of your lover. So when that man is called into you, you'll know what to do. Again, this is warrior work. It is not easy. It took me a long time to learn how to do this, and I still have hiccups because our brains are primal. They'll go back to those moments where you're in survivor mode, and we want to, and ladies, we go in our masculine, we want to fix it. And probably if your man has been laid off or his job situation has changed and he doesn't know where his purpose is right now, he's probably feeling a little deflated. So instead of trying to fix his problem, can you just show up in sheer devotion and surrender and sheer love and love him from that space? Literally look past him through his heart and see God in him. So, Garland, I love that you asked if I was in a cult. No, I just love love. And I'm here to actually help everyone see that you can have this great relationship even when it isn't perfect. And yeah, Karen, it really is being your queen to your king, even when you don't want to, because that's what devotion is. It's easy to be devoted to all the good, but are you willing to be devoted? And I don't mean just hanging out in the hard times, knowing that you made that commitment if you are married, but I mean really, can you be devoted and surrender to that leadership? It'll change your life, trust me. So I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you and allowing me to pop on this platform. I just felt like it was necessary today. I don't even think I broadcasted everywhere else, but I just, after this conversation with a girlfriend this morning, I realized like it's time for us to step in because there's so many women that I coach that are super successful women that are struggling with this. And there's no need for us to struggle with it. Let's actually work past the struggle. So You have a beautiful day. I do have a surprise for everyone. We're actually putting together a Sacred She teenage version. And I'm so grateful that I have this darling, darling gal that is one of my dear friend's daughter. I basically have been around watching her grow up, and we've been super tight. And we're going to actually start doing some things together and reaching teens and how we can use meditation and actually talking about all the things to reveal so we don't have to be hiding under a rock anymore. So, hi, honey. It's been a long time. Anyway, so stay tuned. And if you know any teenagers or if you have any topics that maybe you think we should discuss from a teenage vantage point, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old range, would love to hear from you and let us know what you'd like for us to discuss. So I'm not going to use this platform for that per se, but we will be showing up. So anyway, thank you guys for trusting me with this. Let me know, private message me, let me know what comes up for you. Let me know if this pisses you off. Let me know if you want to know more. I would love to talk to you. So signing off for now. Ciao. See ya.